would say my life before I came to know the Lord was very centered around myself. I was always looking out for my own self-interest and what gains I could get. Competitions were big. I was big into sports, or did diving in college for a year, and then I also did equestrian team. I was living my life for myself and for self-gain.
Well, I was a sophomore at CSU and I was on the equestrian team, and Robin and I met that my freshman year, so we'd known each other a little bit over a year at this point. And I guess I really wanted to reach out to my team because I was recognizing that amazing friendships were being made, and we countless hours every single week together, and yet I could recognize that a lot of the girls I was becoming friends with didn't know the Lord and didn't have any hope for eternity. And so I felt like I wanted to somehow be able to create some sort of a support network for the girls, for those of us that did know the Lord, and then be able to have an impact on the team in a positive way for the Lord. And
as I got to know Leslie more and more, I think it was a slow mirror of Christ's character, and she slowly was bringing that mirror up into my life, and I could actually see what my life was, and it was nothing that I had wanted it to be. And so that was a real process that took some time for me to really weed through what I wanted and what I was. And so Leslie left for the Czech Republic missions trip, and that's when I read the Gospel of John on my own, and that's when I knew that Christ was real, and that's when it all disappeared, all the burdens, all the striving, and that's when I can honestly say my life changed. Yeah. During that time I was really grateful for Leslie in that she was a true listener, and I would share things that were pretty wild, but she didn't judge and she didn't correct me in my lifestyle. She just listened, and then she'd share the truths of God and kind of let God do the work. And I was really grateful for that, because I think when you're in that process, you don't see that there's a difference. You don't see, and when God's really pulling you in, you're not aware that it's all bad until you see Jesus. And so I think the main thing that she did was bring Jesus to me, and then I saw that my lifestyle did not reflect the way Jesus wanted me to live. I really thank the Lord that He brought Leslie into my life, and that He brought her to the equestrian team, and He moved her to do a Bible study there. Rather, I wouldn't have probably ever met her otherwise here at the church and sought her out in the way that I did because of her boldness. I'm thankful for that, for God using that.
because there was a huge element of fear when I thought about starting this Bible study of what would the girls reject me. We say we're Christians, but nobody was really in a place where they wanted to step out and live for that, and that was a huge vulnerability for me. And so I thank the Lord for that, and I think that was one thing I was really taught, is that to step out in faith and trust Him, and He'll meet me.